My name is Sean. I make comic books, videos, performances, whatever I can do to make you laugh and have a good time and entertain you. Well, I started out in comics and then turned that into like blogging and posting stuff online, and then that led to work on a TV show, and that led to event production, and that led to YouTube videos, and now it's, like I said, a one-man entertainment machine. Oh, my YouTube channel, well, the primary thing that I'm known for is the superhero parodies, of course, but I also have music videos, I have other kinds of sketch comedy, I've got man in the street kind of streeter stuff, I've got some prank videos, a lot of different stuff. Well, these are my comics. This is the thing that I started off doing. This was the beginning of my career in entertainment, and it's always the thing that I have to keep bringing it back to. In fact, every lesson that I learn as a grown-up and as a professional is always about how I have to bring it back to the comics. So I can express my vision in a whole lot of different ways, but comics is always the beating heart of it, where I get real deep, and my most personal comes from the more absurd comic stuff that I make. My process goes like this. I catch on that like people are talking about something and I'm having the same conversation again and again and again. So I lock myself away, I start filling up notebooks with what that idea is, try to express it in writing, and then once I'm confident I've got it in writing, now I start thinking about the images and the pictures that are going to express it. And then it's just about getting down and doing the work. And then once you've got it, it's almost like these comics pages on the wall, they're all out there in front of me, and then I gotta tidy them and tap them and make them neat and give it a spit shine and a polish, put a pretty bow on it, and out it goes. I think more than anything else, what inspires me is seeing young people who are where I was several years ago, asking big questions about what life is supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing with their time and with their creativity. And so when they're writing to me asking for advice or guidance, I always tell them the same thing, that investing in yourself and your creativity, treat it like you're in your stock portfolio or your mortgage. Like, put all of your resources into developing your talent and developing your creative vision, because the sharper you can refine that, the better a job you're gonna do. There's that classic thing of like, you've probably got it yourself, where people, certain friends maybe have been talking for years about a book that they want to write, or a song that they want to sing, or a movie they want to make. And as long as you never do it, there is the potential that it was a runaway success and it was the biggest thing anybody ever did, right? So I think people are addicted to that feeling, because once you give it form and put it out for public consumption and put it in the cold light of day, well, now you're actually going to get results, and those results might not actually be what people have built it up to be in their head, right? But that comes down to that principle of non-attachment, right? So if you're not attached to the outcome of it, and it's all about the work, and it's all about getting it done, moving on to the next one, getting that one done, moving on to the next one, right? That's that process of being prolific, and that's that process of getting work out there. You get good fast, you get figuring out what you're doing, you get figuring out where your niche is and what you're gonna do that's different from anybody else. Next thing you know, people are writing books about you and singing songs about you. My advice would be, listen to the Beatles and listen to other big dreamers like that, and take what's in those lyrics seriously. Don't let any parent or guidance counselor or teacher try to tell you that those are just poetry or that they're fanciful. When they're telling you that life is just that easy and that things are that cut and dry if you let them be, simplicity is the key, right? Find the thing that leads you to simplicity and let that be the fire under your ass that gets you producing content. Your life is going to be filled with challenges. Your life is going to get complicated. Let this be what complicates it, not other people's agenda for you.